Today. Are you a happy dog? Happy dog. What you doing, happy dog? Happy dog. It's not that hot out here today. It's definitely getting towards fall. It's scheduled to be like 100 degrees out here, but it's noon, and you know the temperature apex is right around 3 p.m. So, from the evening, but what's weird about this fall, at least that I find that's different, is that we're getting anywhere from 25 to 30 degree differences in the day, which is weird, because normally you don't get that much. Yeah. She loves to show me the where all the holes used to be, the giant pits. She points them out, and she cries a little bit and then walks off. There's a coolness in the air, and it's definitely very humid out here. For a time, I grew up in the plains region in the United States, where pretty much everything's flat. It's as flat as the eye can see. And during the winter, I used to have massive nosebleeds. My body was just not acclimated to that type of setting where it pulls that moisture right out of your body. I didn't know it back then, but I was born next to the sea, so this is where my body's acclimated, and it feels natural for me, because all year round I would rather be in an area where it's freezing cold and it's humid, even though they say that it feels much colder when you're in a place like that. It's just, you don't have to put up with the sensation of feeling like your environment is literally leaching the blood out of your body. I wonder how deep that goes. Hope I don't. Okay, it's not that deep. It's about 2 foot. I don't think little doggy can jump that. She's not. I haven't trained her that well yet. Gonna have to put the phone down for a second. Right. I need to cover that up. Hi-ho, hi-ho. It's off to work I go. To pay the creditors and pay the loans. I-oh, 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 I-oh. I don't really, but oh, look at that. Those caterpillars, all those butterflies that you see, yeah, they all are on this plant. They don't like any of the other plants except for this one. And they literally eat all of its leaves. Moths and butterfly, yeah, I know. There it is again. It's the same one. It's real easy to spot those things because they stand out. These little guys, all these little pollinators. This is what's there are all different kinds of insects out here. Hey, look at that. It's a big bee with tons of pollen on its legs. I don't know if those are pollen collectors or if they're actually pollen just built up on his legs. Without them critters, Well, there sure wouldn't be any seed out here, because all the flowers wouldn't get pollinated. A fly marrying a bumblebee. I told you I'd shoot. Why didn't you listen? You know, I was some asshole at one event that I walked to. Said some shit about he could see me in barefoot and overalls. I can tell you one thing. I would never walk barefoot. Ever. Not in a million years. And if you make your kids walk barefoot, you're a fucking moron. Whoops, you can just bleep that out. But it's true, because you can pick up so much disease through your feet. There are also parasites, worms. All you gotta do is step on them and bam, you're infected. It's not, people think that it's natural, but it's not. You need to cover your feet. The only place I would do it is maybe at the beach. And even then, I hate walking in the water. Look at those. They look so weird. Those little flowers. These flowers are kind of messed up because they look like they've been rained on, but you've got a spear-taped staggered leaf. The veins are staggered. I wish I could identify these things. You know, I have put in so many applications to colleges. Always get rejected. For someone that wants to learn so badly, I've educated myself a lot based on books because I have a passion for it. Something my family taught me a long time ago. Well, I wouldn't say that because they weren't ever around. So my imaginary family taught me that if you have a hard drive and you have a passion about something, life will reward you for it. Well, I can tell you that's complete bullshit. It's bullshit. The only way that I'm going to learn what these plants are is basically to buy the books from the assholes that sell it. And since pretty much everything that I have is censored, you got to go to a library to dig out books. Because that's the only place you're not going to find stuff that's listed in the library on Amazon. You're just not going to find it unless you know the specific title of the book. Because they censor everything. They censor everything by current category. Huh. It's a spear-shaped leaf. And the underside is just as dark as the top side. And this one looks even. It doesn't look staggered. So the veins are pretty even. It's really hard to identify plants just based on their leaf. Sometimes you have to take, my dog's leash fell down my pants. I can't get the handle. I need kind of a holster to hold them, but yeah, I've put in submissions to get into college for many times, and they always get a rejection letter. It's because they determine your acceptance quality based on your family's net worth. So they look at your social security number, how much you've earned, and your family's name. So they'll go by that, or your immediate family, like your parents, and your brothers, and your sisters. And they add the net worth together, and then that determines whether or not you get accepted. Has nothing to do with what you put on there. It's sad, it's true, but that's the quality of the country we're in right now. Ooh. I just heard some sticks break. Either it was a large branch that fell, or there's something out there. Here's that plant again. This is weird looking. I've never seen this. Look at that. That's odd looking, isn't it? It's got these little, like, white flowers. They're gonna probably pop out of it. And there's this thing again, which looks really cool. They look like little spikies. Little blue spikes coming out of it. I don't see where the morning glories are. It's the only first time I ever found morning glories, wild morning glories, out here. Well, someone says some smart ass comment like, I should have been a forester. Because they don't understand. They think the quality of life is about your service ability. When serfs, your ability to think in terms of giving, sacrificing your life away for a monetary gain. And usually it's never enough, because you'll spend your whole life working for retirement. And you will find that in this country, it is completely, unabashedly, 100% for profit. They will cut you off. They'll put a term in your agreement. Corporations in this country do this all the time. They'll say, okay, you have to work for us for 30 years for us to give you a retirement. They'll wait for 29 years and 6 months, and then they'll can them. So that they spent their whole life with the company, and then they'll have no retirement. Totally legal. Absolutely legal. That's how fucking evil they are. And they do it to everyone. Every single one of them. They don't let them get to retirement. They never do. There's some spinach. Why would they do that? I mean, what kind of people would live in a country that would do something like that? Well, you know, they say if you write laws to prevent companies from doing shit like that, then that's a totalitarian government. No, it's not. It's just fucking making people do good behavior and causing monetary gain for people who for a company that treats its employees like that. Now they can turn around and get monetary gain from the company. That's the punishment side of it. It's supposed to be, anyway. But our country has not allowed shit like that. Wow. Huh. She got scared there. Well, look at this. Somebody's been digging out here. I wonder if they hit a water main or something. No, I doubt it, because it'd still be flowing. I think they were digging something up, and it just filled up when it rained. This is the lowest point right here. Oh yeah, there's that plant. I don't know if that's Sambuca or whatever. It's probably the poison one. It looks like elderberry, but I don't think it is. Because, you know, when you see this red bark right here, it usually means poison. I've never seen a plant that tall like that. Huh. There's all those little red morning glories back there. I can't see it, but... Wow, this plant has a strong odor. I've noticed that. Yeah. I don't know if it's this plant or if it's something that grows nearby it. But it's always got a really... Hey, come on. Let's not go that way. It's way too muddy. She loves to get in mud. The funny thing is, it's just like every other dog. If you give her a bath and you let her outside, the first thing she'll do is find the mud and get dirty again. Never fails. That's why you have to make them go to sleep first. That way they forget about their bath. And they won't go outside and roll around in the mud in defiance. 14 minutes in. This little area right here, how it's, you know, it's low. It's been totally decimated by the vine that grew over it. But it has tons of wild onion and garlic. Huh. She loves to follow the scent trail. I don't know why she wants to go back there. It's going to be a dead end, I know it. It smells sort of like celery right here. Just a bit of it. Yeah, this is a deer path, I can tell. It's just, she doesn't realize I'm tall. Hey. Alright. Might as well. Adventure. Where are we going? Ooh. What was that? Something was living in there. So, making me sweat my ass off. Huh. I do remember this trail from a long time ago when it was a good trail. Yeah, it's still open. You could tell something's been sleeping right there. This is probably a deer sleeping spot. It looks perfect. Yeah. They've been sleeping right here. It's a perfect little hiding spot. I don't want to contaminate it with my scent. They're very skittish creatures. Come on. I gotta figure out a way back. I don't like traveling through thickets because you always get hit by spider web. Great, now we're stuck. Huh. There's a deer pass. Yeah, it goes on around. Probably dead ends. Alright, she wants me to look. Yeah. There's nothing out here. This probably was at one time completely. I think if I go up there, there's sort of an indent. It probably goes around. Hey! Come on, it's too damn hot to go that way. I don't have a machete. Anyway, I was talking about getting into admissions for college. You can't do it. They always do it by whether you have to put that you're a minority. And I know because I tested the system just like I always do. You know, my brain's always twiddling, thinking about the inequalities of the world. I put 2 applications in. One of them got accepted, but of course, you know, I couldn't prove my nationality. The one that got accepted was because I said I was a foreign national. And I used, everything was identical. Even the essay was exactly the same. The one that got accepted was because the last name that I used was, you know, I made sure that they had a net worth that was really high. Now, maybe it could have been luck that they got accepted, but I don't think so, because I know how America works. The more money you have, the more you get away with everything. You can get away with murder in this country. Want to know the difference between a corporation and a person? A corporation can kill billions of people, and all they'll do is pay a 2% fine on their company. A human being kills another human being, they lose their entire life and possibly get executed for it. Do you think that's a little out of skew? Because I do. I think the people running the companies should be mortally responsible for their businesses. If their business runs over someone and kills them, then everybody at the top, not just monetary, they should, yeah. They say, oh, that's extreme. Well, you should see what it's, the effect that it's caused. Their types of policies are shit. There's absolutely no justice anymore in this country. I don't think there ever has been. It's always been geared to the fact that the more money you have, the more you get away with. And it's not just a fairness doctrine. It's a stupidity thing. Incarceration is big business now. So they keep writing more laws every day. 100 new laws on the book every day. You can't do anything without breaking one. That's the way they like it, because they know they're exempt, as they write themselves out of the policies. Well, we're exempt because we're in service. As long as we're in service of an entity, we're exempt. Yeah. It's not really that. It's the cowardice of giving in to something like that. All these people in this country have fought for something, and when they realize that what they fought for is enslavement, and you only get an exemption if you actually make it out of alive, it's like the lottery. 4,000 people go into service, one comes out, they pin medals all over their chest, even though that they just didn't get hit by a fragmentation bomb. Like, you're a lucky motherfucker. It must have been God. God shined down on you, so we'll pin a medal on your ass. You find the hypocrisy stupid? Because I do. I find it stupid. Anyway, the land of dreams. Where everything's illegal. The last thing you can buy is aspirin. But yet you can go to every corner and buy every single illegal drug you want. And it's usually 400 times cheaper than prescription medicine. That's the gist of it. Wealthiest nation in the world. And still, everything is all about the money. Well, sure, yeah, but money doesn't mean anything. Especially when it has no trust behind it. If you don't believe me, you can look at all the other countries. When their trust breaks, their currency goes like bird shit on the ground. But the markets go crazy because then they buy it all up. They buy the entire country's infrastructure up. Then they bribe the judges. They lubricate the judges' asses. And they stick their little rods up there. And they make them little puppets for the company. And they pass all these laws that say you can't collect water, you can't grow this type of food, and this and that. You see what I mean? It's a cycle. And until you hold people that are corruptible, regardless of their position, punishable by death, they're going to keep doing it. They always will. If you serve and fail, then you should serve and die. That's not an extremist point of view. It's to protect the office itself. That's what it's about. Anyway, just blabbering on. Good night, good evening, and good luck.